Hi guys, it is Wednesday and it is time for guided reading. I asked you guys to read pages 8 through 11 and to look for what the main idea of this section was. So in reading it, the main idea that you should have found is that this section was about war in Great Britain, yes, but it was mainly about the author's purpose of this section was about Abigail and how she supported her husband during this time. So she supported her husband's work by running the farm while he was away. And that is primarily what this section was about. We also went over the consonant digraph SH, and we talked about some different words that had that digraph in it, like she, the one that I see throughout the story is she.
You can still see it.
We talked about how the SH can also be at the end of the word, like in lash, or brush, or wish. So in this section, I have a question for you guys again. Why did Abigail manage the family farm and money? So we know that in the 1700s, women didn't normally run any companies or businesses, and a farm is considered a business. And we know this information from this page right here, this section. It tells us how Abigail stayed home while John was away and she ran the farm. Well, the farm was their family business. They raised animals to sell, and that is how they made their money. That was their business. She taught the children. It said that she hired people and bought land, and all these things were uncommon for women of this time. So why did Abigail manage the family farm and money? So I just discussed with you the things that she did. So now we need to look in here and find out why she did it. So we know she was educated and that she was married to John. We know she wanted the colonies to become independent. And here it tells us Abigail stayed home while John was away. So where was John? So it says up here, your answer for where he was, you should find right up here. He was elected to represent Massachusetts at the First Continental Congress. So he was away representing his state in the Continental Congress. So why did Abigail manage the family farm and money? That's where your answer is, right here that I highlighted for you. Abigail Okay, so there's our answer. Abigail managed the family farm and money because John was at the First Continental Congress. And notice I answered in a complete sentence. I just didn't put where he was. So I want to go over with you guys putting things in alphabetical order. This is something that we kind of struggle with, especially I notice when we were still in school working on dictionary skills, we struggled a little bit with where to find the words in the dictionary, and the whole dictionary is alphabetical order. So we're going to go over how to put things in order alphabetically. So alphabetical order is the same as putting something in ABC order. So we have these words up here. We have advice and Abigail Adams and America. So to put them in alphabetical order, we know that these three words start with an A. And we know that A is the first letter of the alphabet. And when words start with the same letter, we need to look at the second letter to figure out which order to put these words in. So we know they all have an A that they start with. So we know these three are going to be the first three words on our list. So now we're going to look at the second letter of each word to find out which one will come first. So advice has AD, Abigail AB, and America AM. So looking at these three words, I know that B is the next word in the alphabet. B comes before D and B comes before M. So that means my first word is going to be Abigail Adams. So now I'm going to look. I've used this one here. I'm going to scratch it out. Now I'm going to look at advice and America. So this has a D and this has the M. I know that D comes before M in the dictionary or in the alphabet. So advice will be my second word. Which would leave my last A word to be third on the list. Now another thing I'm noticing while I'm putting these things in alphabetical order is the lesson that we went over in my last video from Monday that talked about nouns that were common nouns and proper nouns. So Abigail Adams is capitalized because it is proper. And America is capitalized because it's a proper noun as well. This one is the name of our country, and this is a person's name. Advice would not be capitalized. Okay, so then we will be looking next at what would come next in the alphabet. We have capital, politics, equal rights, Great Britain, colonies, causes, independent. So I know the next letter in the alphabet is a B, but I don't have any B words. So then that would be anything that starts with a C. So we have capital, colonies, and causes. So I know now to look at the second letter to figure out which one would come first of these three words. So this one has a CA, but this one also has a CA. So I know since these both have a CA, they're going to come before colonies because colonies is a CO and O comes after A. What I need to figure out now is which of these two would come first. So this one has a CAP and this is a CAU. So I know from knowing my alphabet that P comes before U. So that means my next word is going to be capital, which means the next word will be causes because it was the next one that had a CA, but it had the U, so it comes after the P in capital. And that means my last word is going to be colonies. Okay, so I have done the first 6 here for you. So I'm going to make a slide for you guys to do this activity on your own, and this will be your assignment for this guided lesson. When you are finished with this, I want you guys to read the rest of the book. Let's go back to the book. So we finished off on page 11. So you're going to start here with page 12, after the war. And I want you to go ahead and just read these last sections. So after the war, page 12 through 13, and then I want you to read later years, page 14 and 15. And then that will wrap up this book so that we can start a new book on Monday. So again, while you're reading, I want you to try to find the main idea of these sections. You will also be doing this little activity of putting these words in alphabetical order. I'll see you guys or talk to you guys on Thursday. Have a good day.